Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 25.5 of Power Up. I am...
yeah.
All right. I am Dean Marchese, otherwise known as the Beast Said Jay, and with me, as always, is my faithful sidekick and co-host, Gregory Virga.
We decided, I mostly decided this, but Dean didn't disagree. So I don't know if we've ever clarified this on an episode of Power Up before, but I'm the Robin to Dean's Batman, yeah?
True that.
Correct?
Yeah,
okay.
100%.
I'm Dick Grayson, though, no? Like,
Yeah.
I've become Nightwing?
Oh, yeah. You were always Nightwing to me. I never...
Like, that was never a question.
Saw you as Robin. I always saw you as Nightwing. Even though in the intro...
No, I'm okay with
the
that.
Robin's
you have
there,
to
but...
train me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you still have to make me.
This is an appropriate conversation given my attire today.
And I'm wearing my Batman Beyond hat.
You
so
are!
Anything, like, the thing is, at the end of the day, I was torn because I just finished, I can tell people this, I just finished Young Justice Season 2. It's on Netflix, guys. Fucking phenomenal show. It takes place 5 years after Season 1, so, like, young Dick Grayson Robin is now Nightwing. Like,
I thought there was only one season. Didn't you say that?
There was only one season on Netflix, but then Rick, our avid viewer, GFN2112, told me that there was a second season that Netflix was getting, and I didn't believe him for some reason. And lo and behold, this week I popped it. Well, I guess you can't put Netflix in your system, but I loaded up Netflix on my PlayStation, and there it was. It was like, recommended for you, Young Justice Season 2, now available. I said, shut the fuck up. Watched all 20 episodes in like the weekend. And it's such an awesome show. But they added in Batgirl and Tim Drake, who weren't in Season 1. Okay. And now Nightwing, who was Dick Grayson as Robin in Season 1, is now Nightwing in Season 2. But I was like, see, I love Barbara so much. Yeah. Would I be Tim Drake? This is where I fall, because Dick doesn't end up with Barbara.
I could see you being...
You know what I mean?
I could see you being Tim Drake.
Me too. But, like, who do I want to be?
Tim Drake is a cooler Robin if you're going to be Robin.
I know.
Hands down.
I know.
Dick Grayson as Nightwing is a fucking G.
Okay, but since I'm Robin in the intro, I feel like we have to commit to Tim Drake. And he has the bow staff in the intro, right?
Yep, that's true. I believe so.
Yeah, so I have to be Tim Drake. And that way I end up with Barbara Gordon, so I feel like it all ends up working out.
I accept.
I accept this too.
Welcome to the number one superhero podcast in your hearts. Not number one literally anywhere else, but you're number one to us. I don't know what the fuck we are on iTunes, honestly. I couldn't even tell you.
I hope so.
A little unorthodox of an episode this week. We had some scheduling conflicts, and we weren't going to have an episode at all, but we had some free time today, so we decided we're going to pop on and give you guys something. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the superhero stuff we saw during the Super Bowl. Just chit-chat a little bit about the latest superhero things. It'll be a short one, probably like a half hour, but you will have something this week from your Power Up pals. Yes. Now, you like that?
Like little stuffed animals.
I'm into it.
You like that?
First things first, Greg.
Yes.
I watched Batman Bad Blood.
How was it? Was it everything you wanted to be?
It was fucking awesome.
Okay.
Now, some people...
I saw the finger, so I'm waiting for it.
Some people around the internet were like, it was okay. Fuck you. It was so good. It was so good. I loved it, dude.
Who's your favorite Batman family member other than Batman?
Well,
list for the kids who's in this.
In this movie or in general?
In this film.
I'll tell you who's in it first, and then I'll answer your question.
That's what
You get Batman. You get...
the Dark Knight, some call him.
You get Robin, Damian, Batman's son, as Robin.
Spoiled brat.
He's been around. Well, we'll get to that. Dick Grayson, Nightwing.
Turn out he's my favorite.
You get Batwoman.
With the guns.
With
She's
the
like
guns.
Red Hood.
Her name is Kate something or other.
Yeah.
She was
that
cool.
They picked her.
Lucius Fox's son. I forget his name.
Yes.
Batwing.
Okay.
You want me to spoil something for you?
I think you have to at this point.
Batgirl's in it at the very, very end.
As Batgirl?
She's Batgirl. She shows up. It's literally, I think it might literally be, I hope everyone who didn't want that spoiled just heard me say we want me to spoil it for you because.
Wait, what?
She shows up. It doesn't. I don't know. I'm not going to ruin the whole.
Like, hey, Batman.
She doesn't say anything. No, I'm not going to ruin the whole. I'm not going to ruin things. Like I'm not going to spoil plot points and stuff. I've already spoiled the Batgirl thing, but
surprise.
It's after everything's all said and done, and they do like the big, like, you know, at the end of like these DC movies, they show all the heroes like running down the street or like jumping off buildings and stuff, and it's like oh, this is the cool ending. Here they all are together. There they go.
With like the theme song.
They do all that. All the bats are going. They're swinging around on their grapples and such, and then they pan down to an alleyway, and you just see she just comes out of the shadows and stands up and smiles, and then shoots her grapple towards where they're going, and then that was the end. Yeah, it was fucking great.
Do we think it's Barbara?
It is Barbara. Yeah, 100%. It's Barbara.
Wait. So, like, that means Tim has to be in the universe somewhere.
He might be. I don't know what's going on. They haven't really established that because...
Like, Batwoman is never...
Right, and this is obviously pre...
Oracle.
Killing Joke.
Yeah.
So, because she's walking.
Yeah. I would assume.
So, yeah, I don't know if this is a different universe or if that stuff did happen and she just bounced back. They didn't mention any of that. They haven't really shown the Joker at all in any of these new 52 films. That's interesting enough. Dude, great movie. It was really good.
We are getting the Killing Joke animated film.
We are, with Kevin Conroy and Mark
Maybe that's
Hamill.
why they put her in there. Maybe they're going to give her like one Batgirl outing before
I think that's going to be a different... I think the Killing Joke that we're getting is not separate.
In the New 52 thing?
Yeah, I think it's not with like the Justice League War and all the stuff that this is with, because it's Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill. They've had the same guy doing Batman for these New 52 ones.
Which I like him.
I like him a lot. He grew on me. He really grew on me because I did not like him at first. It's so good. It was really good.
To watch it. I can't wait to see it. I'm very stoked, especially now with Batgirl in it. Stuff.
Yeah. Well, she's in it for a second, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
The premise: something happens to Batman. Nightwing puts on the suit and takes up the mantle as Batman. No. But it's awesome to watch for a while. Now, highlight from this movie: Robin finally becomes like Robin. He fucking steps up big time, and that's all I'm gonna say about it, dude. It's awesome. It's awesome. And we just talked about that, you and I.
Yes. Mine and Dean's big gripes with the New 52 animated films is that Damian is just such a spoiled piece of shit brat.
He is.
That, like, all of his actions aren't justified ever. Like, he's constantly going against his dad, who was Batman. Like, we get it. Like, your dad wasn't there for you, but that was because your mom is a psychopath assassin who hid him from you for how many years? You know what I mean? That's not his fault. Like, Bruce tried to be a good dad. And then finally, when you start to like Damian, is when he pulls his, like, dumb bullshit.
Normally.
So I'm happy to hear that, like, he finally became Robin.
Oh, it's great,
like
dude.
Damian.
Through the whole movie, he's great from start to finish. This is like his like really like coming out party. Like, I'm fucking Robin, affirmed now. Because if we remember at the end of Batman vs. Robin, he goes away.
Yeah.
To the like, what is it, like, I don't know, the sanctuary where like all the monks and stuff are practicing. He's like, figure your shit out. If you're gonna be Robin, you come home with a clear head and I'll train you.
Yeah.
And he does just that. He comes back and he's fucking awesome, dude. It's so good.
Well, the next time we're going to see him is in Justice League vs. Teen Titans. So I'm happy to hear that he will be Robin for that. And not an asshole.
And I do think that the appearance of Batgirl at the end might allude to the next animated film after Justice League Teen Titans. I think we might get a Batgirl film.
Oh my god, if we got a fucking Batgirl
I think it's coming, dude.
I would lose my shit. Batgirl's my favorite Batman character.
I really have no reason to believe it other than just her popping up there at the end. Something about the way they presented her and like the feeling you get at the end, you're like, oh, I feel like there's gonna be a Batgirl animated movie.
Don't like, they had to reveal her for a big purpose.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there was no reason for her to show up in that movie at all. The movie was done, the story was concluded, and then
there are so many good Batgirl stories that nobody gets to experience too, and that's why I'm so excited if they did like a Batgirl solo movie. Like, Batman obviously he's gonna be in it, blah blah blah. They'll probably be like, Batman, like, there's a girl now. Like,
I'm wondering if she shows up and that brings in our Joker finally, because this universe, like we said, doesn't have a Joker yet,
which is weird.
Yeah, that I could think of. I'm pretty sure though. No, right?
No, we haven't had Jason. We haven't had Tim. We haven't had Barbara. We haven't had Joker.
I really enjoy this run of the movies, dude. They're
really, really good.
Each one is getting better and better. This one I watched.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, I watched this one with Eric, and I was like, "Fuck, dude!"
Yeah,
like they did it again. It is even better. It's so good.
As they're going on, they get better. I don't know how they do that, but they end up doing it.
Even the ones that spin off, like the Justice League Gods and Monsters, was excellent. Like,
yeah, that was awesome too.
They're all just so good. They're crushing it over there at the Warner Brothers animated studios, man. Really,
and guys,
really
if you buy them, if you buy them on the Blu-ray, they're only like like $18, I'm pretty sure. And like if you spend like $2 more than that, you get like collectible figures and like extra goodies, and it's all like commentaries, and that's all the nerdy stuff that me and Dean like to watch. So definitely go and support them too. Yeah, that way they can keep making this awesome
the
stuff.
only thing that's sad is when does Justice League versus Teen Titans come out?
Ooh, that's before Killing Joke.
I hate that there's. It sounds greedy, but I hate that there's only two a year, because then you're like, then you have to wait so long for the next.
I know. I think it's late. I think it's like later in the year. I think it's fall. I think September something is the pre-order date.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's awesome. Everybody check out Justice League, or not Justice League. Well, yeah, check that one out too. Yeah. But check out Batman Bad Blood. I loved it. A lot of people, it's getting people. Just a couple people, not like overwhelmingly, have said like, yeah, it was okay, but like I was thrilled with it. And I'm a pretty big Batman fan.
On the soundtrack?
I haven't heard the soundtrack, but there's a good chance.
Okay, that's what I figured. I feel like that was just like synonymous. Maybe she voices Batgirl in the next animated film.
It's very good though, yeah. And they're, like Greg said, they're really cheap for Blu-rays, and it's high quality. There's special features. I haven't watched any of those, but every one of them has special features and everything.
That sounds awesome.
So anything else cool superhero related you want to add before we get into?
No, I finished Young Justice. I said that. And there was one more superhero thing I watched. I just can't recall it currently. What was it? What did I just see? It was another Netflix thing. There's another thing about superheroes on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we were talking about this. They're like the Lego DC films.
Yes.
Yes, I watched the DC one. I know.
Oh, did you?
Marvel and blah blah blah. And I
know you talked about it. I didn't know you watched it.
Yeah, it was like 20 minutes long. I saw it. I added it to my list, but I was like, you know what? Let me just watch it. I hate Lego stuff, but the Lego movie I enjoyed, so I was like, let me just try it. It might be witty. And it's all the Justice League, and they take down I forget who the nemesis is in it. It's like Batman's like biggest fan. He's like telekinetic abilities. I don't know what his name is. It's like Bat something. But then the Joker's in there. You got Mr. Freeze. You got Penguin, and like the Justice League teams up to like take down all the big bads. It was good. It was entertaining. It was like 20 minutes long. Killed 20 minutes. It was good.
Nice. That's cool.
I just hate Legos.
Yeah, that's so weird. I don't know what your deal is with Legos. I love the Lego games, dude. I really love them. Lego Avengers, I'm still like, I'm just in love. I love it so much.
Makes me sick that you play them.
And you don't think you'll play Lego Force Awakens?
No, definitely not.
Really?
The property that would get me to play a Lego game would be a Doctor Who solo game, because we don't have any Doctor Who games.
It exists. Lego Dimensions, Doctor Who.
Yeah, but that's not a Doctor Who like solo game.
No, but there's a couple levels in there, and then there's its own Lego pack with its own levels.
See, like then I'd have to get all the other trophies. It's like too much of a commitment. If they release, like, just give me a Doctor Who game, and then I don't have to worry about Legos making a Doctor Who game, and then I'll be happy with my life.
Have you played any of the Lego games?
Yes.
Which ones?
Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham.
You've played that one?
Yes.
You didn't like it?
I got it from my little brother, because he just got a PS4 this year. So I played that like this Christmas. And he was like, come play co-op with me. And I play co-op with him. I'm like, blocks are exploding everywhere. I'm trying to collect all the studs. They disappear. I'm like, I can't. This is too much. I'm like, Alex, I'm sorry. I can't play with you. I threw the controller. I got so anxious. Like,
oh my God.
I couldn't.
You have no
And then
soul.
I originally played Harry Potter. That was the first like Lego game that ever came out, and I played the Harry Potter ones, and like you're trying to cast spells, and like you're hitting Hermione, and like she's making weird noises. I'm like, this isn't, and there was no voice acting at the time. It was just weird. It was odd.
Fair enough.
I wasn't a fan.
Fair enough. All right. I'm sorry. Well, let's jump into the latest. Just a quick rundown of the latest superhero stuff to come out around the Super Bowl. There was a whole bunch of stuff. Now, first of all, did you see this photo? Keep in mind, it's not a regular show, guys, so I don't have any of the photos loaded up. I'm sorry. We're just going to do a quick run through of things here because Greg's got to get to work and I got shit to do. So here we go. Now, first up, did you see this Olivia Munn new Psylocke photo?
Yes, I did.
With her voluptuous breast almost hanging out of her shirt.
Everywhere.
She looks amazing at Psylocke.
She's probably going to be my
breasts
favorite
aside.
part of this film, I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm very, very excited to see who becomes the new face of the X-Men.
That's a good point.
And I feel like Olivia Munn could be that for them in female version because she's so much better looking than Jennifer Lawrence.
I agree.
No offense to you, Jennifer Lawrence.
Not that it matters, but I agree.
But I think as far as like eye-catching appeal, I feel like guys, girls, gay, straight, lesbian, like you look at Olivia Munn and you're just like, wow, like that's crazy. And she was featured on the Super Bowl TV ad. She was like a good 5 seconds out of the 30 seconds.
She looked great. You got to see her.
Slow motion.
Yeah, well, we'll jump into that. You got to see her psychic weapons. Someone had just asked her if we're going to see any of her like psychic weapons be used. And then literally that night after she tweeted the fan that picture, and then they officially released the picture. Oh. And then that night during the Super Bowl, we got the new X-Men, just a quick TV spot, but it did show her flipping around using the crazy like psychic sword.
Yeah.
She looks great, dude. Looks awesome.
Like the Halo. Do you remember that sword?
Yes.
From Halo? I forget what
yes.
But that's exactly what it reminded me of.
I think it's just called the energy sword, I think. I could be wrong.
That. And she like sliced down it was like a truck or something that somebody throws, and they put her in like slow motion as she's slicing it too, and her hair is everywhere, her breastises are everywhere. She looks good.
She looks great physically, and she looks great as Psylocke. And this, we've talked a little bit about it before. I'm gonna see X-Men when it comes out, probably the weekend it comes out. I'm excited. I like superhero movies. Yep. I don't really have any expectations for this one personally.
The big takeaway, two big takeaways from the TV spot. We already talked about Olivia Munn, but there's two more. Other than that, the young cast, dude, like they're still not looking good.
I'm with you.
Cyclops looks terrible. The only one that I'm kind of on board with is Jean. I kind of like that actress that they picked for her. She's from Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. I really feel like she fits that young appeal, but still could like do a gritty take on things. Probably because I've seen her in Game of Thrones already. As for like Nightcrawler and Storm, that fucking mohawk, dude, like I just can't. Like I can't do it. I get people are arguing they're like, Storm's had a mohawk in the comics before. I'm like, I don't want it in the movies. Like I don't. Yeah. It looks bad. And then the one gripe everybody had with the original run of the X-Men films was that they didn't give them their costumes like in the comics,
and they
went with these black X fucking costumes.
I don't know what they're afraid of, dude. I don't know what Fox is afraid of just giving these people their costumes.
Ant-Man sold opening weekend $58 million. Ant-Man. Mm-hmm. And the X-Men are one of the biggest names out there that now people know. And now this is kind of a reboot for you guys. Just fucking give Cyclops his blue and yellow suit. Like, come on. It's so
the closest they got was First Class with the blue and yellow suits, and they still like were really not really. They were like, just give them the suits. Nobody cares anymore. That was such a early 2000s mentality. Like, we can't put these fucking guys up there in spandex and some blah blah blah. I'm like, that was shattered with Spider-Man. Everybody was like, fuck yeah, tights. Like, we want to see what they look like in the comics. We want to see that on screen. It's crazy that there's so, and then you look at like Marvel's over there, like, that's cool, guys. Look at Doctor Strange. Yeah. Like, take a page out of their book.
That's what I mean. Doctor Strange looks incredible. I can't.
It's nuts. It's nuts how they're so afraid to.
And the latter big takeaway was at the very end of the trailer, we saw Apocalypse, and he was choking out Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique. And a lot of people are contemplating, with the rumors going around, that Michael Fassbender made the director Bryan Singer cry at the end of the film, so much so that they stopped filming. He kept going with the scene. Bryan Singer was like, guys, get the cameras again. He was like, Fassbender, like, do exactly what you just did. And he did it again. And he's like, I've never, like, cried that much and been that emotional from someone's performance.
Was that in relation to that scene? Is that the rumor?
Well, the rumor going around is that they're thinking Apocalypse kills Jennifer Lawrence's Mystique, which is why Jennifer Lawrence didn't want to sign on for any more movies as a contract. So now that would kill off her character. That would also make sense as to why Michael Fassbender pours out so much emotion. It's because Mystique is the one character that, like, he's so invested and connected.
I could see that. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
So
it is interesting.
Add a little rumor roundup for y'all.
There you go. You still got it. Hey. It is interesting how fearful they are with the X-Men. It seems like just the X-Men, because then look at Deadpool. He's spot on Deadpool.
That's what doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm like, why are you gonna reboot these guys and not give them, especially because you need something that stands out now without Hugh Jackman. Like, you need something to be like, bam, in your face. Like, these are the X-Men. Even if they're the young kids, like, give them the fucking costumes. Maybe I would like Storm with a mohawk a little bit more if she had her white costume with the beads. Like, awesome, so. Well,
let's talk a little bit about Deadpool now. It's been brought up. Nothing too much crazy out of the Super Bowl. There was a little quick spot where he's like, "See you Friday, America." I like that a lot. Just because he's even breaking the fourth wall in the commercials, which is cool. It's reviewing very well, way better than people thought it was going to. I mean, it's getting like some 7s and 8s, but people were expecting this to be like a bomb, and it's doing very, very well.
The trailer, I went to the movies last night. I saw Dirty Grandpa, which that movie's god awful.
I heard terrible things about it.
It was so bad. It was just offensive. But regardless of that film, we saw the trailer for Deadpool, me and my friend, before the movie started. And when we watched the trailer for Deadpool, we like looked at each other. He doesn't like superhero movies at all. And we like watched that trailer, and he's like, "So we're seeing this next week, right?" I'm like, "We have to see it next week." He's like, "It looks so fucking good."
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going. Well, it'll be after you guys see this, but I'm going tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Me and Eric are gonna go check that out.
You are crazy, sir. I'll be seeing it Tuesday after, but
Nice.
we'll probably have a Deadpool review next.
Oh yeah, after you see it, we got to.
Yeah.
I'm excited to talk about that. That looks really good. And then just a couple more things that we got. We got did you see these Gotham City and Metropolis airline commercials that aired?
Yeah, they were like weird.
Yeah, I don't know if they aired during the Super Bowl.
I didn't see them during the Super Bowl.
But they
I only
were
watched
aired
after halftime.
Yeah, they came online around the same time that all that stuff was happening.
Yeah, I think they only released online.
Very weird. We saw Bruce Wayne was like, they did a very like infomercial type of like, I'm Bruce Wayne and this is why I think you should fly out. And I was like, what the? This is very weird.
None of it made sense. I don't know what it was connected to.
And they did the same thing for like Flying Metropolis. It's like they're trying to do like viral marketing, but it didn't hit for me.
It's just weird. It didn't hit for me at all.
It's very strange.
I just think, as far as like the movie marketing goes for Batman vs Superman, like take a page from fucking Deadpool's book. Like just own the characters. Like don't do dumb bullshit anymore, and don't use the tropes. Like I still get pissed at that fucking trailer when it was like the Dark Knight versus the Son of Krypton. Like go kill yourself.
Yeah, it's
like go kill yourself.
It's not great. They're really misstepping there. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe that'll come into line with the movie at some point. I don't know. I don't see what that does. What promoting the airlines have to do with like promoting
anything to do with the film.
I don't get it really, but
when the whole city gets destroyed, it looks like
yeah,
you're not gonna be flying anywhere.
Right. I don't. Yeah, we'll see. I guess, but I don't get it. And then briefly, we got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows Super Bowl spot. It was very quick. We saw Krang for the first time.
How is this a film that's getting made after the first one was made?
A lot of people are not. I don't know. It seems like you know what? It seems like the reception is better than the first one, honestly.
I see the weird green outline that they stole from LucasArts.
Yeah.
And it's like right before Star Wars, the LucasArts like green symbol that looks like the lightsaber like turning on. Like that's beautiful when that happens.
Yeah.
Then I see it and it spells out fucking Nickelodeon, and I want to commit suicide. Like it makes me so upset and angry.
Yeah.
And then that shows up on the screen. I'm like, dude, with Megan Fox still tying a fucking half shirt, like that shouldn't be what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Megan Fox is hot.
Oh, she's fucking stunning. But I'm saying, like, especially it's Nickelodeon making it, like, and that's your part of your trailer. Every single trailer is Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Like,
I also think that Stephen Amell as Casey Jones actually looks really good, and his hockey mask is on point, dude. He looks good.
Oh yeah, Stephen Amell looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just upset that he has to be Casey Jones in this adaptation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I'll watch it when it comes out. When it comes like to rent, I'll take a look at it when it comes out to rent at home. But
I still have yet to see the first film. I would.
You're fine. It was not good. This one I really like. They're at least embracing the silliness. So like with Krang and Bebop and Rocksteady and all that. So like I'm down.
They're in there.
I'll watch it. So it'll be one of those like it's 1 a.m. I'm trying to watch something type of movies for me. And then one more thing before the big one. We did get a Coca-Cola commercial.
This was so fun.
First of all, the fact that Ant-Man and the Incredible Hulk got a commercial during the fucking Super Bowl, I was like, what? Jen looked over at me and she was like, how excited are you to be alive?
I know.
And I was like, it's fucking unreal. Like, she was like, I was watching your face as that commercial happened, and I was like, he is the luckiest guy. Like, what universe would have made this possible? And I was like, believe me, I tell myself that every day. It's insane. It's insane.
And it's them, too, out of all the superheroes.
Ant-Man and the Hulk, yeah. It was fucking... First of all, the CGI on this commercial, they must have spent way over budget. Because, like, it looked great. I was like, is this a scene from the fucking movie, dude? It looks so good.
At the end of the day, I think that's why they picked Ant-Man and the Hulk, because it all ended up being CGI, and I think they only had to get the voices of Mark Ruffalo. I don't even think Mark Ruffalo's voice.
I don't know if Mark Ruffalo did. I know that Paul Rudd was definitely Ant-Man in that.
It was definitely new lines because those weren't in the film. But essentially, the premise is Ant-Man goes into Bruce Banner's fridge, and steals a Coca-Cola. And it's like a new mini Coca-Cola that they're like trying to sell.
Right.
So it was fitting for Ant-Man being a small size. And then he runs away with it. Hulk chases after him, destroys the whole city in the process.
Yeah, he gets the. Ant-Man finally runs up and helps Hulk. He's like, he can't get the can open.
Yeah.
Ant-Man runs on top and is like, I got you, big guy. Yeah. He opens the can and all the sprays and it just takes like one droplet and he's like,
yep.
And then, like they just chill drinking the soda. I was like, that was amazing. That was a really good commercial.
Yeah. I didn't expect that at all, and I was
me neither.
I for Coca-Cola too. I love Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I knew they were working with Coke because we saw those cans.
Yeah.
But I didn't know they were going to do a commercial.
Are you a Coke guy or a Pepsi guy?
I'm a Coke guy.
Yeah, me too. I'm a Coke guy.
I'm not a big soda guy in general.
Me too.
But
if I go soda,
yeah, I go Coke.
I choose Coca-Cola.
Yeah,
what is that commercial? Is that Dos Equis?
Yeah, it is.
I drink Dos Equis.
I drink Dos Equis. Some people have accused me of being the Dos Equis man from the past. I
love how I find stuff.
I feel like Coca-Cola has more of like a crisp.
Yes.
You know,
like Pepsi just tastes flat to me.
It does kind of taste flat. Yeah, I'm not into
and, like,
it.
Coke is like bubbles. You know what I mean?
Oh, bubbles.
I didn't know how else to like say
Yeah.
it, but like that's how I feel about Coke when I open up a bottle or a can.
Yeah, I can see that.
Bubbles.
I'm with you. And finally, of course, we got Captain America: Civil War TV spot.
Easily the best part of the whole Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was fucking
with
awesome.
Beyonce doing the halftime show, ladies and gentlemen.
It was awesome. It was really, really awesome. We saw a bunch of new things. Yeah, we got a little hint.
He's dead in this movie.
I really think he might be. A part of me is like, are they crazy to show that? Are they crazy enough to show that in the trailer? But then, like, every time I see it, I'm like, maybe they are.
The thing that's crazy about it is, like, if they're showing it, like, Marvel's so good about keeping twists and turns and surprises from their, like, fans.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're showing War Machine dying,
what else are they?
That's not even, like, a big twist in the movie then. That's crazy to think about. That like, using Quicksilver, spoilers for Avengers Age of Ultron if you're not quite, like, caught up. Using Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch's deaths in that movie to try to be, like, the big twist at the end, like everyone was kind of like let down by it because it's like you don't care about these characters. If they're showing off War Machine in the trailers dying and that's not their biggest twist, like, yeah. And Spider-Man, we still haven't seen a thing of. I'm just so excited for this.
Yeah, we did get a little bit of Scarlet Witch in this trailer. The full length trailer, we see her flying away. In this, we just see her like she's looking up at the sky and like crying.
Her hand over her mouth. She's like, and, like depressed about something.
I'm wondering what that's all about. What's going on there? But like, we see oh my god, dude, the Iron Man is wearing this device on his wrist. Bucky goes. Bucky. Yeah. There was a rumor floating around the internet because there's one shot in this trailer where Bucky is like pointing a gun away from Tony, and then it looks like Tony. People are like, "Well, who was he originally shooting at?" It looks like Tony's trying to stop him and grabs the gun and points him at himself, and then uses his armor to block it. That's not actually what happens. I went back and I paused frame by frame, being the guy that I am. And he's pointing the gun directly at Tony's chest. He's just looking down, and it's a different camera angle. From what I can tell, it doesn't. I don't think so. I could be wrong. It could be somebody else. But
I'm gonna trust you.
It looks like his gray suit. It looks like it was Tony still. But he's pointing the gun at his chest. Tony grabs the butt of the gun and then like pulls his armor out from this mechanism and eats the shot with his hand. I was like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy. It like morphs around his hand too, like Transformers style. Like the Mach, is it the Mach 2 that he uses in Iron Man 2? Not that I ever reference that movie, but when
in
the suitcase,
Iron Man
like,
2, that is Mark. Let's see, Mark 1 is the desert. Mark 2 is the silver suit. Mark 3 is the final suit he uses in Iron Man 1.
Is the suitcase the silver suit, though, that he uses in Iron Man 2 when Whiplash comes out at the beginning?
No.
What is the suit? Is it his normal suit that the suitcase transforms into?
No, it's Mark, like, 6.
Anyway, that's what the hand reminded me of. It was like, it's like discombobulated. And then
it's all
body.
like pieces.
Like, it's so cool. I love that special effect.
I want to know what the big thing with his armor is going to be in this, because it's been like the whole, at first it was we saw in Iron Man 3 the Extremis where he can call it to him by injecting the nanos.
Yeah.
In the comics, currently, it's like a liquid that comes out of his skin and just makes the suit around it.
That's fucking awesome.
That's where they're at now in the comics. It's incredible. So I don't know what their big thing is going to be with his armor. I feel like it's going to be something.
Yeah. I feel like I still have hope that we might see like an Iron Spider-Man suit in this film.
I have hope.
And
I really do.
Especially because we still haven't seen anything of Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Not even Spider-Man. Like, Peter Parker is not been shown in this film yet. Mm-hmm. Like, we know he's in it. He shot 2 scenes. He shot an
Mark
action scene.
5, by the way. That's the suitcase armor.
Okay.
That's a cool looking suit.
It is a good. I love that suit. That's the one part of Iron Man 2 where I'm like, okay,
it's pretty dope.
I'll let this one.
Pretty dope.
I'll reference this from myself. Everything else in that movie, God rest your souls. But yeah, I love the transforming, that whole sequence where it's just over his hand too.
Mm-hmm.
So like you said, like
not even his fingertips, just his like palm.
Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck his new technology is, but like he's working on some shit. I'm thinking we're gonna see a bunch of new stuff from Tony.
I love the United We Stand chanting in the background too.
And
that was really
we
cool.
fall.
Yeah, and then we do see both lineups as we know it. We get our first look at Ant-Man in the movie. Suit looks great, dude. His new helmet looks amazing.
I'm happy that they all get like, even if they're little tweaks, they all get upgrades like as the movies go on. Like even Scarlet Witch, like she's wearing like a cooler design jacket, and I hope that we finally get to see her armor eventually, like with the headdress and everything proper. I would assume they'd get to that at some point.
Maybe
like,
I don't know if they'll actually go that far. That's like, I don't know. She's wearing like a really short skirt and stuff in the comics costume.
Yeah,
and it's all like
I
weird.
like the old school like Magneto's daughter approach where it's like
I'm with you. I prefer that.
And I'm thinking that what's gonna happen is in Infinity Wars, the Vision will be like, listen, like we need you to like be at your top potential, so I found this jewel piece. It's from a different fucking time period, and then she'll get the headdress, and it'll be
that'll be cool. Speaking of, we see the Vision on Team Iron Man finally on this. Black Panther looks amazing.
Black Panther looks so good.
Iron Man's team seems, the more I look, they just seem like way stronger.
But it's weird to me though that like in each trailer that we get, like Cap's side is always the one that seems to be prevailing. Because it seems so odd that like Team Iron Man has magical powers and like dimensions and like time and space on their side, and like Captain America is basically Agent 13 in him. Like let's be honest, like and Bucky if you count him. But like,
him and Bucky and Scarlet Witch are the big three that they've shown.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, well I don't know. Ant-Man shouldn't be counted out. He can be a real pain in the ass to fight.
Yeah, that's true. He did take down Falcon. I don't know if he meant to take down Falcon, but he did.
Well, this time he's got Falcon and Ant-Man on the same side, so that's. Yeah, I think Scarlet Witch being able to manipulate like minds and energy and stuff is probably his biggest hitter. But then him at Bucky, him alone, first of all, Cap's a tough cookie.
Yeah, this is true.
So like,
I mean, he was holding an entire skyscraper and a helicopter.
Right? Yeah, and he knows war patterns, he knows strategy, he knows how to lead. I mean,
I feel like he's gonna know how to deploy his team in order to take out specific members of Team Iron Man.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, and especially since he's already blowing off the government and everybody else, he's Captain America. Like he stands for America, and if he's willing to go against America to save his best friend, like he's gonna go all out to try to take down Tony.
It was a short spot, but it looked great.
35-second song. It looked beautiful.
It looked really, really good. Yeah, and there's a little bit of a rumor around Spider-Man, kind of in line of what you and I have guessed on the show, which is that Spider-Man has had his powers for a while. They're not doing origins. He's been Spider-Man working, and because of that. As we saw in Avengers, Tony has access to all these shield files. It's how he knows all about Cap and Hulk and Thor and everybody. So they think, the rumor is that he's had access to Peter's shield file. So he's been watching him. It turns out, you know, when Peter, being the boy genius that he was, idolized Tony. So then Tony is going to approach him and be like, hey, like,
come to my lab, bro.
Come work with me. I need your help, blah, blah, blah. And the kid's obviously going to be like, yes.
That's the perfect segue for him.
I can see it.
That as the origin story for him in this movie, not an origin story of Spider-Man. Because like, if I have to see fucking Uncle Ben die one more time, it's sad. I get it. It's depressing. You can't make me cry about it anymore. Sorry, I've seen it enough. And like, if Peter just shows up and is like, "Hi, Mr. Stark. Like, I'm Peter Parker."
Yeah.
Like,
the back and forth
Peter,
between Spider-Man and Tony, like that dry sarcasm, I would pay hand over fist to see that on screen.
They're both just witty, dry characters. Like that would be the best. And him as a younger Peter with like an older Iron Man, like that dynamic,
it's awesome. Yeah,
better. It just adds to it.
And then the second half of the rumor is that I don't know about Iron Spider, but that he does originally show up in like kind of a more like street kind of like ragged uniform, like the manga style Spider-Man outfit that we showed off,
like the backpack.
And then Iron Man gives him an upgrade of some kind. So
I feel like if we do get Iron Spider-Man, it's gonna be destroyed in this movie.
Probably.
And I think when we see like that, I'd be okay with. Like he teams up with Iron Man, the Iron Spider suit happens, it gets destroyed, and then for the next solo Spider-Man film for Infinity Wars, everything else, we see him in the traditional.
How much do you think he's in this? How much do you think Spider-Man, Peter Parker, whatever combined? How much do you think he's actually going to be in this?
I want to say like a good 20 to 25 minutes of the film.
You think that much?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like 10 minutes.
No, I'm thinking like Peter's going to have a back and forth with Tony. I think they're going to give like I feel like he's going to be the Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver storyline, but in this film.
But better because it's Spider-Man.
That's what I mean. And you don't have two characters.
I'm with that. I hope you're right. I don't want me to be right, but I think it's going to be like 10 minutes. I think he's going to get like a scene as Peter, maybe 2, and then he's going to get like 1 fight scene as Spider-Man, and then they're probably going to send him on his way. I don't think he's going to be in that final
I'm
final
just happy
fight.
That he's in this movie.
Me
like,
too, yeah.
So like whatever we get of him, I'm going to be happy, but I really have a gut feeling that they're not showing a lot of him because I feel like it would ruin his storyline, and I feel like they're going to give us 20 to 25 minutes of him like going throughout this movie, like gradually becoming Spider-Man so that he's set up and ready to go in any other film. You know what I mean? The Spider-Man. Like, he's already Spider-Man, but like the Spider-Man.
All right, well, that's going to do it for you. You wound up getting a almost, I don't know how long we went. It feels like you probably get a probably decent sized episode.
We started
though.
at 2:40 and now it's 3:20. So,
So
I think that's like 40 minutes.
More than I
hour?
planned.
Yeah.
More than we planned on you guys getting. So there you go, a nice little episode for you.
You could talk about superheroes forever.
I really could. I could literally, and I'm using the word correctly, sit here and talk about superheroes for the rest of the night and not run out of stuff to say.
I agree 100%. We only touched Marvel stuff too. That's the best part. Oh
yeah.
No, we did a little bit of
a little bit.
That was just stuff that we watched, not even news.
Yeah.
But we will be with our next Power Up episode. It will be 26 episode proper, and it will be this segment and the format that you guys know.
Yes, and we'll have our topic of the week and everything. We'll answer your questions if you got them and all that good stuff. You can follow me on Twitter at @thebeast_NJ. Follow Greg on Twitter at Greg Virga.
Send us your questions to powerup@thelevelupnetwork.com. Everything's spelled exactly like it sounds.
Yep. Thank you guys so much, and take care and power up.
Power up.
Why did anyone hang out with me? I guess I was pretty cool after all. Why does anybody like, I'm pretty dashingly handsome. Yeah, in fact, on second thought.
Actually, though, why be depressed?
I'm a fucking catch, it turns out.
I'm still pretty fucking amazing.
All right, ready?